money for nothing, just for free.
Hey guys, felt like taking a break from the Pokemon videos, especially since I got a pretty big update on this one. On one of my recent videos, I talked about top signals for Pokemon, and one of the things I mentioned was how much there's so much liquidity in Pokemon. The gains aren't really there. There's not much money left to come back in. All the money's already there. Well, here we're looking at places where there isn't money, and the crazy freaking gains you can get. I'm not talking about Lorcana. I'm talking about some tiny ass crypto coins. Now, I want to talk about Pepechu. Up 115% today on $2,000. Any of you familiar with Pulse Chain and ecosystem and crypto? You might have heard of the Tang Gang. Well, the Tang Gang made this meme coin. They made a lot of meme coins. They did a lot of things with liquidity pools, and that's a whole nother video. You can find things in past videos I've done on crypto about liquidity pools and how you can manipulate them and make them do deflationary things and whatnot. But anyway, so this is connected to a lot of liquidity pools, which means it gets traded a lot by bots because they're always trying to balance these pools out. And these pools take fees, and a lot of these pools are locked, meaning they're gone forever. Nobody can ever touch them, and the fees inside the liquidity pool then accumulate over time. So that's one way meme coins are deflationary. Well, there's an accelerator on this, though. There's an actual outside programming that makes Pepechu deflationary. I wanted to show you guys the logo too. This logo is badass. This is made by a guy I know, kind of a buddy. He helped me out with programming my one coin. His name's A-Bit Hex. You can follow him on X mostly is where he works off of, and I think he has a YouTube channel too. I can link him in the comments or in the description below. But yeah, it's a pretty badass meme he made, or GIF he made for the logo of the coin. Now, let's get into Pepuburn, my coin. Alright. Oh, that's Pepechu again. Pepuburn, there we go. This is my coin, Pepuburn. Now, what Pepuburn does is it's a tax coin. Very low liquidity, too. If even one whale watches this video and decides to get into it, it could send it to the moon. But anyway, Pepuburn has, every time it's bought, there's a quarter percent tax. That 1/4% goes to buy more Pepuburn and send it to the burn address, meaning non-existent supply. Now, 52% of supply is burnt. I forget what supply I made. I think I made it like 1 trillion or 100 billion. I think it was 100 billion. Yeah. Anyway, so that burn supply is no longer active. And then when you sell, there's a 1.5% tax, which goes and buys Pepuball. Pepuball is something different, really doesn't have anything beautiful. I'll show you my logo too. I think my logo is pretty cool. Sorry, deck screener takes a while to load. But yeah, this is my logo for Pepuburn, or the GIF I use for the main ticker. So I think both coins have really cool artwork. But anyway, so I also put a whale position of Pepuburn, meaning 1% of supply, in an address that nobody has access, not even me. I call it the purgatory address. I just made the address and never copied the keys and proved it by filming. It's on the channel somewhere. Just look up purgatory address if you want to see it. So in the it pays out Pepuball with that 1.5% tax to holders on the sell side. Now, Pepuball has a 2% buy tax and a 2% sell tax. All that 2% on the buy and sell side go to buying Pepechu, the original coin, the one that's up 115% today, we talked about. And where am I going with this? Yes, Pepechu, it pays out Pepechu to holders. So the Purgatory Address has a whale position of Pepuburn, which constantly, and I also put a whale position of Pepuball because it was super cheap at the time too. It was easy to buy for funding this whole project. Put that in there as well. So it constantly is getting fed Pepuball that can't be touched, and that Pepuball is constantly feeding Pepechu that can't be touched. So by design, all three coins are deflationary, and two of them are payout coins with taxes that bots really do most of the paying out. The initial traders don't do that much trading, much of the payouts on the taxes, even though they are charged the taxes every time they do a transaction. But I just wanted to bring that up, guys. Just show how where the money isn't when you can get into good assets. The gains are insane. That's how you get the good gains. It's when you're in something like the Pokemon market where things are already expensive and there's so much money in it anyway already. It's hard to go higher. Just like the progress of Bitcoin. Like the first couple of bull markets, it went up like 100x and then like 20x. Now it's only doing like a 3 and might only do like a 4x this cycle. So that's just a lesson in liquidity, guys. And if you want, buy some Pepechu, Pepuburn. I'll talk about some of my other coins as we go on. I have an entire ecosystem, so any trading you do with any of them, it affects the other coins, which is great through liquidity pools, and inherently makes them all deflationary because they have some burners in there. All right, guys, have a good one.